Hello, 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 and welcome to Beverly's Kitchen. It is me. It is Beverly Lucas, and I am the host of For the Love of Cooking Fridays. No, it's not Friday, but I'm still in the kitchen cooking. What am I going to make for today? Beverly, what are we going to make? Today we're going to make something different because I'm not really a baker. I really like to cook and I really like to add ingredients as I taste them. But one thing about baking is you have to be very exact with the ingredients. So today I am attempting to make a lemon cheesecake. Yes, a lemon cheesecake with a graham cracker crust. So what are our ingredients? We have 32 ounces of cream cheese. We have sour cream, which is my favorite. A dollop of do-you. We have some butter. We have 5 eggs, and I'm using both lemon and vanilla extract. Of course, we have lemon because we need that lemon zest and a little bit of that lemon juice. We have some graham crackers that we are going to use for the crust, mixed with butter and some brown sugar. Lastly, what we need for a cheesecake is we need a springform pan. It's a pan that you put the ingredients in it, you bake it, and then you release it. So you open this up and you release it and you lift it out. So I am going to attempt. So I'm taking you along with this journey with me. Why? Because I love to cook. Not only do I love to cook, I have my very own cookbook. And that cookbook is called For the Love of Cooking, where I have delicious recipes that you can make for you.
Nana!
What?
You have 55 subscribers.
I know. I need 100.
No, but like, it's like your age. It's close to your age.
Oh, 55. Oh, I'm going to say that. I'm going to say that next. Today in Beverly's Kitchen, I have 2 sous chefs. Not one, but 2. Who do we have in the kitchen with us today? Jordan and Layla. So, one of the best things about being in the kitchen is when you are with your grandchild and her best friend, and we can work in the kitchen together. So they can see how they can be creative. They can get off of the iPads and the telephone and all technology and learn how to cook. So what we're going to do right now is we are making the crust for the cheesecake. All right, so what do we do first?
So we have to cut up the graham crackers.
They are taking the graham crackers and they are putting them in plastic bags. Let's do it like this. Let's put half in first. And then put the other half in instead of trying to put them all in at the same time. Okay, move over a little bit this way. Okay, you're going to close the bag. You have to close the bag.
Like this.
You do? Okay. She has a rolling pin and Layla has a mallet. All right, go to work. Watch your fingers. So we have pulverized the graham cracker crust. And we're going to mix that with some butter, and that's going to be the crust for our cheesecake. So we're going to press down on the pan with the graham crackers and the butter. You ready? Mm-hmm. All right, let's get it started.
Yay.
Okay, so my sous chefs have done a great job. What we have here is our graham cracker crust.
Yeah.
And we added some melted butter and some granulated white sugar and a little bit of brown sugar. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put the crust in the spring form. And before we do that, what I've done is stop mimicking me. I have some parchment paper. So I have some parchment paper for the bottom of the pan, and then I also have some parchment paper to go around. So we're going to pour it in, and we're going to use, what are we going to use to press down the crust?
These guys.
Yes, we're going to use that, and we're going to press down the crust and a little bit around the sides, and then we're going to make the filling for the cheesecake.
Yay! This is going to be fun.
Okay, they are just about done flattening out the crust. I think you guys did a good job. I see a few spots like over here.
Anywhere else?
Okay, very good. Now we can get started on the filling.
Yay.
Okay, two things I have done. I have taken that graham cracker crust and we put it in a preheated oven of 325 degrees for 10 minutes. And now, I have also put on a pot of boiling water. So we're gonna make a water bath for the cheesecake. And the reason why we do that is it keeps the moisture inside of the pan so that we don't have any cracks in our cheesecake. So what I'm about to do now is, just like my mother, I'm old fashioned. No, she did get a KitchenAid. She did. But I don't have a KitchenAid yet. But we're going to get there. So I have my old-fashioned mixer. But this is the mixer that I remember from when I was little. Because my mother was a baker and she baked cakes every weekend. And every weekend we had to fight over who got these to lick on and who was going to get the mixing bowl. And there were 4 of us. So we always had to remember in sequence who had the bowl last. Because the sweetness was really in the bowl. So whenever I see this, it just brings back those types of memories. So what I have here is I have 32 ounces of cream cheese. That is 4 packages. I use Philadelphia cream cheese, and I'm going to put it in here and I'm going to mix it until it is smooth. After that, I'm going to mix in my 1 cup of granulated sugar and a teaspoon both of lemon and almond. I was about to say, because that's my mother, almond. Lemon and vanilla extract. And we're going to mix it all until it all is smooth. Done here is I have whipped up the sour cream. First the cream cheese, added the sour cream, added a cup of granulated sugar, and added a teaspoon of vanilla extract and lemon extract. One thing that I did not mention in the beginning is that you want to make sure that you have all your ingredients room temperature. So it needs to be out for at least 2 hours so it's easy mixing. Next, we're going to move on to what are we going to do with the eggs? What are we going to do with the eggs? Okay, now we're at the point where we're going to add the eggs. How many eggs? 4. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to put the eggs in a small bowl and we are going to mix it. And then we are going to add it to the cheesecake mixture. So ladies, go ahead and crack the. Take your time. Take your time. There you go.
Shell.
Put it right here. Because I put those in my garden. You got it?
There's a shell.
Okay.
I got it. I got it. Where'd the shell go? I got it. There's shells in there.
Oh, Uncle Dennis is calling now. Okay, he's gone. Very good. Gotta let it all out. Okay. All right, let me call him back. Okay, and this is what it's looking like. I have wrapped up the spring pan with some aluminum foil. I was putting some lemon zest on the top. I also mixed a little bit of it in the batter before I put it in. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make a water bath for this when it goes in the oven. So what you do is you take a roasting pan, which I have here, and I have my water boiling right here. I'm going to fill this up at about 1 inch. My stove is still on 325, and I'm going to put it in the oven for exactly 1 hour. And then after 1 hour, I'm going to open up the oven and I'm going to crack the oven. Then I'm going to open up the oven and I'm going to let it sit in the oven for another hour before I take it out to put it to the refrigerator. So I've read a whole bunch of tips on how to do this, and so I thought that this was one of the best ways. So we're going to see how this is going to turn out in the kitchen with Beverly. Beverly. So our cheesecake is complete. Here it is. It has been in the refrigerator overnight. And this is the first time I'm using this, so. Oh, there you go. Let's see what we have here. This is what it looks like. For a first time, I'd say that's not too bad. I love the way the top looks. You can see the specks of the lemon zest. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer this to a platter, and then we are going to work on the topping. Okay, so I have the cheesecake here, and I've been looking at the edges. And so what I decided to do was to make a graham cracker granola, for lack of a better word. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this mixture and I'm just going to stick it to the sides of the cheesecake. I mixed it with a little bit of granulated sugar, and I'm going to go all around and put it on the side and put it back in the refrigerator and let this firm up, because you know everything is about presentation. And when we can fix something, not even fix something because it's fine the way it is, but I just was feeling some kind of way about the sides. So that's what we're gonna do. And I am also, I have my whipped cream in the freezer right now because I'm going to make. So as I'm doing this, I have my heavy cream in the freezer because I'm going to make some homemade whipped cream. These are all the things I have never done before, but you know, I'm all for the challenge. I'm all for the creativity. I'm all for the presentation. I wish I could just take it and roll it, but we can't do that. But we're gonna do what we can. So we're gonna see how that looks and how that's gonna work out. It looks good to me. So now I am putting on, make sure I got our camera right, my homemade whipped cream to go around the cheesecake. I didn't even know I had this in me. Trust me. That is so beautiful. Look at that. All right, let me finish. Okay, it's done. It's complete. There is the lemon cheesecake. And I'm really excited about this because it's something that I've never done. So, you know, sometimes you just have to take a risk. You know, if it didn't work, that would have been fine. But it is absolutely beautiful. And I am going to cut a piece of it and I'm going to taste it. But I already know because I've been tasting it all along. So I know that it tastes wonderful. So there you go. For the love of cooking. Go to my YouTube channel, and it is For the Love of Cooking Fridays. And, you know, watch the video, give me comments on the video, give me thumbs up on the video, but most of all, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.